Little habits, big ease. You're listening to Ease Cast. Decluttering. Let go of the excess, release attachment, and live with ease. In today's fast-paced world, we're often surrounded by piles of belongings, scattered thoughts, and unnecessary consumption. It leaves us exhausted and overwhelmed. Japanese clutter management expert Yamazaki Hideko experienced a moment of sudden clarity during a yoga retreat, which inspired her to bring the concept of Danshari into the world of organizing. She later wrote the best-selling book Danshari, and the idea became a guiding light for countless people seeking a simpler, more intentional life. It's far more than a method of tidying, it's a form of liberation, helping us free ourselves from the chains of material excess and return to an inner sense of calm and freedom. Cut, throw, separate, 3 steps toward minimalism. Danshari isn't just about throwing things away. It's actually a 3-step mindset. First is cut. Cut off the inflow of things you don't truly need. Second is throw. Let go of the excess without hesitation. Finally, separate. Free yourself from attachment to possessions and reach a state of lightness and ease. At its heart, this minimalist philosophy is all about less but better, keeping only what truly holds value, and letting the rest go without guilt. It's not about pursuing cold perfection, but about improving the quality of your life through intentional simplicity. This idea has had a huge impact around the world. Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, was a devoted minimalist. His bedroom was famously simple: 1 bed, 1 chair, 1 lamp, and a single photo of Einstein. Jobs infused this minimalist spirit into Apple's design philosophy. When he returned to Apple in 1997, he boldly cut 70% of ongoing projects and 90% of the product line. While developing the iPhone 4, he repeated one core idea again and again: the most complex and powerful features should be presented in the simplest possible way. This pursuit of elegant simplicity helped Apple redefine the smartphone era. Technology became intuitive and graceful, rather than complicated and overwhelming. A people-centered approach, beyond traditional organizing methods. Unlike traditional organizing, Danshari focuses not on the items themselves, but on the relationship between people and their belongings. It encourages us to evaluate things from the perspective of the user, not the object. This shift helps us break free from common psychological traps. Imagine sorting through your room and coming across a pile of old stuff. You mutter to yourself, "It'd be such a waste to throw this out. I might need it someday." That thought comes from attachment, and it slowly fills your space, and weighs down your mind. Danshari flips this logic entirely. When deciding whether to keep something or whether to buy something new, ask yourself, "Do I truly need this right now?" If the answer is no, then let it go. In real life, this principle is everywhere. Many of our belongings follow the 80-20 rule. 20% of items take up 80% of our use, while the remaining 80% barely play any role, essentially becoming clutter. Think about those clothes you never wore even once, or online courses you bought but never opened. They take up precious resources without bringing real value. Why not view them through the lens of Danshari? Remove these fake necessities, and you'll suddenly notice that your space feels more open, and your mind lighter. Danshari everywhere. from physical clutter to inner clearing. Danshari isn't just a guide for cleaning out your wardrobe. It also encourages inner decluttering. Some people initially think it's just chicken soup motivation, too abstract to be practical. But once you actually start doing it, you'll be surprised at how deeply it influences every part of life. Take time management, for example. Smartphones often fragment our attention, but the true culprits are usually the apps we install. Ask yourself, are all these apps necessary? Could you uninstall the games or social tools that mainly consume your time? By cutting these hidden drains on your attention, you free up large chunks of time for things that actually matter: reading, exercising, or spending meaningful time with your family. The same applies to consumption habits. Many homes accumulate trophies from impulsive shopping, clothes bought just because they were on sale, lipsticks you'll never finish, or gadgets saved with the excuse that they might be useful someday. These purchasing habits come from the instinct to grab what's cheap, but Danshari reminds us to ask, do I really need this? Most of the time, the answer is no. This little moment of reflection saves not just money, but gives you a more comfortable, spacious lifestyle. And deeper still, there's the mental version of decluttering. Our minds naturally generate negative thoughts. I'm not good enough. My efforts mean nothing. The future looks hopeless. In extreme moments, we may even slip into the belief that my life has no meaning. These thoughts are like mental garbage, draining energy while providing no value. Danshari teaches us, when it's time to let go, let go. Learn to filter out these negative emotions, and suddenly the world looks brighter and you feel more at ease. Of course, this isn't easy. Those three simple characters, Danshari, are surprisingly difficult to practice. It takes patience and persistence. But the good news? You can start small. Begin with something simple, like tidying your room. Throw away anything that undeniably looks like trash. Or begin with your fridge, toss expired food. Or start with your wallet. Keep only what's essential. These small steps will quickly build momentum, and gradually the practice will spill into every corner of your life. The 7-5-1 Rule, a quantified approach to minimalism. Through her own experiences, Yamazaki Hideko summarized a practical method, the 7-5-1 Rule. Hidden storage spaces, like drawers, should be no more than 70% full. Visible spaces, like shelves, should be about 50% full. Decorative surfaces, like tabletops, should be kept to around 10%. These limits prevent space from expanding endlessly and keep everything in a state of calm order. Another tip is the replacement principle. Whenever you add something new, it should replace one old item. The total number of items stays constant. With a clear quantity limit, you naturally treasure the items you keep. They're the ones you truly like. Before buying anything new, you will think twice. Do I genuinely need this? Over time, this habit not only raises your quality of life but also subtly improves your taste. Letting go is a form of wealth, an invitation to live freely. As American writer Henry David Thoreau once said, "A person is rich in proportion to the number of things they can afford to let alone." Our energy is limited. It should be spent on the people, things, and experiences that truly matter, not buried under trivial clutter. The power of Danshari lies in its simplicity and practicality. No fancy tools, no complex rituals, you can begin right now. Try starting with your wallet. Clear out the expired coupons and duplicate membership cards, and keep only what's essential. This tiny action might be the spark that ignites your passion for a minimalist lifestyle. Cut the excess. Let go of attachment. Step away from what weighs you down. A freer, lighter life begins the moment you choose to take that first step. If you'd like, I can also help you shorten this for Instagram, rewrite it for Substack or Medium, turn it into an audio-friendly script, or make a visual summary for social media. Thanks for listening to EaseCast. See you next time.